Hey, now they do say every new day is a new chance at life and another step closer to your dreams.
And of course, every new day on Wake Up Nigeria is a chance for us to make sure you start your day the right way with all the elements as you step into the new week with a big smile on your face, ready to take on whatever comes your way. It's going to be really nice this new week.
Indeed. Now we're back from the weekend, and of course, we've rested, we've rebooted, and we're ready to go. The whole 3 hours is going to be right here with you. My name is Titilayo Onyison.
And I'm Yomi Oprah. We're streaming live right now. Don't forget, at tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. You can also download our mobile app from any Play Store. That's the Apple iStore and also the Google Play Store across the world.
Yes,
I mean,
indeed.
absolutely anywhere around
You need
the
to
world.
make sure you send in your comments across all our social media platforms with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. Very, very important.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And of course, birthday shout-outs, one of the big things I would do on the show. So if your birthday is this week, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. Let us know when your birthday is. Send us a photograph if you can, and we'll use that opportunity to announce to the world.
Of course.
And also give you a shout-out for your birthday.
All right, we have quite a lot coming up on the show today, and woof, it's a brand new week, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, Mary.
Hi.
Hey, how's your weekend?
Oh,
What'd you get up to?
Work. I was at work on Saturday and Sunday on radio. So, yeah.
Yeah. So there was a wedding in the office over the weekend. One of our camera crew, one of our biggest, bestest hands in the camera unit, Ifeanyi, got married on the weekend, and congratulations, Ifeanyi. It was an amazing celebration. You know, the great pictures. Everyone had a lot of fun, but it was, of course, you know how weddings can get now. Like you're like, oh, goodness me, can we go home now? There's still food, there's still drink, and you're like, can we start going? You know, but it was really, really great, and big shout out to everyone who came and supported him and everything. It was really, really fun.
Really. My Saturday, I was mostly in church, but so we're putting up this new billboard in front of the church, and it was taking a while.
Okay.
Because of the technicians and all the technical aspects of it. Now, you don't want to put up a billboard when it's dry season.
Oh.
And then during the rainy season, something happens, or there's, you know, how once in a while there's like a storm.
Yeah.
And then after the storm, your whole billboard that you spent like ₦1 million on just falls down. So really, really important to fortify it and ensure that all the stakes are.
Wait, so you guys do that yourselves? You don't, you know, call people to come do? I'm just like, you know, everybody.
You hire people to do some parts of it, but you have to supervise.
Oh, wow.
Because those guys will just look. As long as the billboard is standing, they don't care. So they've done their thing. They've collected the money and gone. So you have to come check to ensure that it's solid on the ground. Because one single storm.
I just remembered something. On Friday, I was like indoors mostly. So in the afternoon, I was supposed to have gone to the market in the morning, but I didn't. Unfortunately, school bus met me while I was still lounging in the house. And I needed to go to the market because Saturdays are off it, because Saturdays are always really packed, and then Sunday, of course.
On a Saturday?
No, Friday. I said
On
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, so I had to go to the market with my little girl, and she just kept going, Mommy, you go through a lot of stress. Mommy, when are we leaving now? Mommy, we've gone round and round. Didn't we just pass this place? But you know, she was really helpful. She even offered to help me carry some stuff. And at some point, she was walking in front of me, and I was looking at her, I was like, wow, she's all grown.
So now that, you know, you were complaining that your mother was stressing you in the market. Now you have your own daughter. Instead of tempering justice with mercy,
Yomi, I think it's almost time for the
dragging her
news.
all around the market.
No, but
and stressing her as well.
I don't know how my kids will react to that. You're talking about Lagos market, right?
No.
Which one?
It's just a local market.
Okay,
not
because
both
I don't know how they react. I don't know whether I'll be freaking out. I don't know whether they'll be freaking out. The crowd thing.
I'm not sure.
No, it wasn't really crowded then. No, I wouldn't take my daughter to
I'm not sure.
You wouldn't.
You probably wait till
Not yet.
Not yet.
You probably wait till they're older, like
12. I don't want to start looking for. Where is she? Where is she?
hello and welcome to Lagos Traffic. Let's see how much we can help you this Monday morning. Rush hour, of course. I mean, as early as 5 o'clock cars are on the road, trying to find a way to get to the place of work or whatever. Now, remember that you can also be a part of this. Send your tweets to us at TVC Connect with the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria. And, of course, we can share it across to other people of the platforms you use. Twitter mostly, but then, of course, Instagram and Facebook also. That will be something that we can share. Okay, so, yeah, let's start today from Ajah. That's the end. That's almost like the end of Lagos, right? Ajah. Okay, so moving on from Ajah, let's say Shangotedo. It's quite free up until Lekki. Like, it's quite free at this particular point in time. It's quite free. Getting up after Shawarma King, you have a little bit of traffic there, just a small piece. It will take you about 3 minutes to get past that particular block of traffic. But then, after then, up until Lekki, it is quite free. You continue moving, and then at this particular point, by Ajah Market, Ecobank, Ajah Market, where you have, let me look for another landmark there that will probably help you, where you have the Chaka Resort. Yeah, where you have the Chaka Resort. At that point, up until Mountain of Fire into Ajah Shopping Complex, there is quite a lot of traffic. That particular spot will take you just about 5 minutes. It's very thick. It's very thick at that point in time. So it will take about up until it ends almost exactly at RCCG Tabernacle of David. At that point, that's where the traffic lightens up. And then moving on from that onto Lekki Ekpe Expressway, it's quite free. Mega Chicken up until that point is quite free. Then, let's see now. You might have to take a detour, but after Ikota Villa Estate, now you might have to take a detour heading towards, as though you move out towards Scintilla Road by Chevron Alternative. Yeah, that particular point in time, it will be faster there because right in front, just before Lekki Conservation Center, the traffic is mad at this point in time. Very, very heavy. So that detour by Scintilla Road, Chevron Alternative, that's the best route for you to take. Just go off there and you would avoid the traffic in front of Lekki Conservation Center. Okay, yeah, well, yeah, the Conservation Center is a route to somewhere else. I was wondering who will go to a conservation center this morning, but hey, come on. Yomi, I don't know, have you ever been to the LCC, to Lekki Conservation Center?
Definitely.
How's your experience there?
It was good, actually. So there's this really long bridge that is made of, I think, wood and
so
rope or something like that.
Only reason why I've not gone, because of that long bridge. I can't stand heights.
It's not that bad.
Really.
And when you're there, there are other things. You can sit under those shades.
Yeah, do all the baby stuff.
The only thing that it's really, not dangerous, but funny when you sit under those shades and those monkeys.
They come around.
Those monkeys are actually
violent.
They're not violent.
Are you sure?
Titi, they're not violent. They're just very fast. So if you had something in your hand like this, without looking, you'll just grab it and take off.
Okay, so whenever I think of monkeys...
But they're used to people.
Let's move from
that. When I think of monkeys, I think of Unilag. The monkeys Unilag.
Okay. So just after that point, like I said, you might move out towards Scintilla events to avoid the traffic. It is extremely, very, very heavy. It continues like that up until Lekki Phase 1. Extremely, very heavy. Extremely, very heavy. There's almost nothing you can do. So, but then when you take that bypass, or that route, that alternative route by Scintilla, you would... I don't want to say boss out, but yeah, it sounds better with traffic that way. You will boss out just in front of Lekki Phase 1. Yeah. Okay. And then up until there, straight towards Ikoyi, Victoria Beach is also very, very tight up until Amadu Bello Way. So that's if you're heading, that's how the route is from Ajah, free up or a little bit onto Lekki Ekpe Expressway, and then from then onto Bonny Camp. Man, you are in for quite a lot of traffic at this particular point in time, okay? Yeah, so let's see how it looks like on 3rd Mainland Bridge. Well, guys, do you have any report there?
Not.
Oh, okay. You have 3rd Mainland?
No, I'll get 3rd Mainland, but do you have any other report?
Yeah.
So
it happened.
to Sabo roundabout in Ikorodu, not too bad a short while ago.
Yeah.
Slow-moving traffic currently just immediately after ION inward on the bridge. That's along Badagry Expressway, and it's due to bad roads.
Yeah, that's just 7 minutes ago.
Yes, yes. And then Abraham Adesanya to Ilaja is currently good to go from what I see.
Yeah.
So if you find it bad to go right now, well, the person who sent it to us said it was good to go just a few minutes.
Okay, let's see how Third Mainland Bridge is. If you are heading from CMD or right up onto the Third Mainland Bridge, it is, the Third Mainland Bridge will take you 59 minutes. Heavy traffic there. Just before, a little bit after Oworo, you're getting into Oworo. Oworo is very tight, but then just after you leave Oworo, heading to the Third Mainland Bridge, you have a bit of a free spot, but then once you get on the Third Mainland Bridge, man, it's a blocked, it's really very tight up until Ring Road. Osborne Ring Road, still tight up until that point. So Third Mainland Bridge, at this particular point, is almost a no-no. But hey, come on, that's what we can take now. But let me go join the guys who are already taking their coffee. I hope you guys have my own cup there.
Left a little some for you.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yomi doesn't plan to leave anything for you, Mike. Believe me.
There was some tweets I was hoping to read out about 6 minutes ago. It says here that there's a broken down van at the center of the road just immediately after Bartlett in Sele Expressway along Oshodi. And then Cathedral en route Falomore currently good to go, but slight traffic at major alternations.
Yeah, we're done with traffic now.
Yeah, but
we're done with traffic.
You know, he likes to do all those...
Something quite interesting, yeah. Jeff Bezos, I want to give some inside scoop about Jeff Bezos. I'm taking it on tech, by the way, but that'll be the effect of... I'll give the effect of the divorce, but prior to this time, what was happening inside, the inside story. You know, there's a Trump is also in the mix there.
How?
There's always been animosity between Trump and Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
They've not been best of friends.
Just move away from these guys first, because it looks like this is going to be a very, very...
No, this is gist. I'll give you the tech part. This one is gist.
So they've
always been the problem. He's not liked him.
They don't like, well, so why they don't like each other? Jeff Bezos is an actual billionaire.
Yeah. And Trump is like...
Yeah,
he's
struggling. Then that's one. Then secondly, Jeff Bezos actually owns Washington Post, which doesn't write very nice things about Trump. So,
okay, now, this is where it gets interesting now. The competition to Washington Post, National Enquirer, the owner, the CEO is an ally of Trump, which is owned by AMI. Now, they were the ones that investigated Bezos and leaked the story of him probably cheating with Lauren Sanchez, the TV reporter. So they leaked this story, and it seemed now there's a conspiracy theory that they did that on the behest of Donald Trump.
Goodness me.
So
there's always something behind something.
This story went out, and then just a day after the story went out, that's when they announced their divorce. So it seemed as though this story was what pushed it. But the story is that they had already separated before the divorce, so he actually wasn't cheating with Lauren Sanchez, but they had already separated.
But with billions of dollars in the pot here, anything is possible. You know, anything is possible, because that $1 billion, there's probably some people she's going to settle.
Okay, now you see what happens. Amazon is 24 years old. They've been married for 25. She has been a very, very instrumental part of their of the origins of Amazon. Amazon, Washington Post, and there's this other company, I can't remember the name now, which they have. So it's not really so much of a problem.
I want to believe she's still a shareholder in some of the
she has now. Shares, the divorce settlement, she takes... Now, Jeff Bezos has 16% of Amazon. He's the highest shareholder. Now, so she takes a quarter of what he has.
Wow.
So she takes 4% of Amazon shares, which are worth $35.9 billion.
That's a lot.
So that is where, but then
Makes her the third richest woman?
Fourth. But now, but what happens is that her voting power, she's still left it with Bezos.
True.
So those shares, she is not an active shareholder. She's more or less like a passive shareholder. She doesn't have voting power. That voting power still remains with Bezos. And it's quite amicable.
But she still has her money.
Yes, she still has her money. She still has her money.
$35 billion.
And do you know the interesting thing? Now, Lauren Sanchez has been married for 12 years. The day after they announced the divorce, she also got a divorce. And then there's this picture where he's with her and the husband. So, you husbands, When you see a rich man coming near your wife, something can just happen. Just be careful.
No, it's not about. No. I refuse to believe it has to do with the wealth.
Yeah.
It could be other things.
No.
Man, 35 billion is
I'm just saying
a lot
that.
of
See,
money.
I didn't say it has to do with it. I mean, just say if you're a man. I mean, they've been married for 12 years. They've been married for 12 years. I mean, there's this picture. There's Jeff Bezos, there's there's Lauren Sanchez, and then there's her husband. Three of them, they were smiling. Ooh. And the guy's like, this guy, guys, the guy's like, oh, I'm the richest man in the world.
But you know this thing you just said reminded me of this guy, Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
His baby mama. You know, the woman is his partner right now.
Yeah.
They have his first son was born through the woman. Simon never wanted children. He didn't even want a family. But somehow he fell in love with her, and they have a 4-year-old son now. Though she has an older child. But guess what the twist is?
What?
Simon Cowell and her former husband were best friends.
Former wife or who?
No.
Simon Cowell.
Simon
And
Cowell
her own
and her
former
own
husband.
former husband were actually best friends. Like, she met Simon through her husband, who was Simon's really close friend.
Right.
And, well, today, sometimes your best friend could be the one destined for you.
No, but those things
Destined call.
it might
That
seem
was a
like,
strong word to use, destined call.
it might seem like, just coincidence, but these things, man, a lot of these relationships, especially in that world, the elite world, that elite world is actually smaller than you think.
Yes.
There are only a few billionaires, or let's say a few billionaires. They're always at the same events.
Never thought it's big.
They're always at the same events. They're always at the same, the same meetings and things like that, because there's only so much money in the pot, and they're all just shifting it around like a chessboard. So in the end, these things are gonna happen. They're definitely gonna happen.
It's like
but
that in
the
almost
tech
every
aspect
circle.
of it.
There was a photo of Nipsey Hussle that was actually trending over the weekend, where it turns out that the people he took the picture with, there were quite a group of men, and the person who killed him was actually in that circle.
Oh no.
So it was a case of you never know who in your circle is actually against you. So there's always somebody
that's quite deep, because he was trying to do so much for the community.
Yes,
And I was like,
yes, it was.
maybe there were just a few people that weren't satisfied. I don't know. I mean, there are so many conspiracy theories about that.
The lesson, takeaway lesson is this: be careful with your wife. You never know. Your best friend might just have a child with your wife. That's all we can think. Oh my God.
Mike, really?
Wait,
that's your party.
Let people find
That was your
Go
party
on a
Let's
break
find
now.
love.
It's not 7 a.m. yet. Don't start giving people high blood pressure on a Monday morning.
Don't talk to my best friend again.
Okay, I have to go to break now.
Hello and an excellent morning to you. We hope your weekend was great. And now I have a question. Are you one of those people who come alive when they're at work? No, it doesn't really matter, because Wake Up Nigeria is for everyone.
Very few people actually like their work. Like, you don't wake up in the morning and say, oh, I love my job.
Well,
Except for
those that
people
do.
who chose,
What they do.
purposefully, decided to choose what they wanted to do.
But
anyway.
I know that if you don't love this particular job, you won't be up at like 4 in the morning coming in.
Exactly.
So we definitely at least have some love for this job.
Some love, some love, especially because of the people that are watching us every day.
Of course, we
that's,
love you.
That's why we come out here every single day. And if you are a morning person, then you have one more reason to love your mornings. If you're not, well, definitely one reason to get out of bed and face the day. And that's Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah, true. We have everything imaginable that you might need to get a considerable lighter mood. And in the next 2 hours, we'll be unveiling them one after the other. So be prepared to go with us all the way. My name is Titi Layo Oyins.
And I'm Yomi. Okay, we are streaming live. You know that already, but we just wanted to remind you. tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook is what you need to check out. And of course on TVC Connect on Facebook. And send in your comments across social media. Don't forget we said if you have birthdays this week,
Yes, indeed.
we're going to be recognizing you and your loved ones. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. Send us a photograph of the person or yourself if it's your birthday. And is that tomorrow?
Yes, we're going to be
tomorrow
talking about that tomorrow.
and Thursday,
Yes,
we're going to be
indeed.
taking birthday shout-outs on the show.
We also can follow you everywhere you go. Download our mobile app from the Play Store or the Apple iStore. Just watch us anywhere, right there in the palm of your hand. Absolutely anywhere. Now we're about to make breakfast.
Yeah, that's going to be happening. Chef Tina is going to be somewhere in the building with
Yes,
Mary.
indeed.
We don't know what's going on right now, but it's... Mary was upset about cleaning up after us.
Yeah.
In the kitchen.
After the coffee.
After we just
coffee break.
moving, she's
You
up.
guys do this every day, but let's not go into it. I'm expecting Chef Tina.
I
I can't wait
apologize.
to see her.
Mary is just about moving a couple of mugs.
No, I apologize.
Yeah, you know you could do
Away
it
from-
yourself, you know? And then you now have to say, oh, be a mom.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
I
right.
moved my mug. I moved mine.
That's
there.
because you're still drinking your tea.
Yeah. Okay, you got me. You got me.
No complaints, Mary.
have-
It's all about love, you know. Love forgives all things.
So I've been doing this, and the one day I talk about it, you're going, no complaint, Mary.
Well,
Look at you.
we have quite a bit in store for you
Yeah,
this
and of
morning.
course, for Monday morning, we have a very fitting discussion with our motivational speaker, Funke Sonolu-Famoroti, and she will be talking to us about achieving your dreams.
But we have to move on to motivation as quickly as possible. We have Funke Sonolu-Famoroti. Now, she's an inspirational speaker, a writer, and entrepreneur. She's the CEO of Courier Group of Companies and the convener of Blossom, an inspirational program that encourages people going through hard times. For this morning, we're talking about achieving dreams, no matter the circumstances. Welcome back to the studio.
Thank you for having me once again.
All right, so achieving dreams, you get people say, I beg, you're just dreaming, and they pass it off as probably a funny comment, you know. But some people have some really big dreams. But how do they go about achieving these dreams?
Okay, let's start by saying, what's a dream? A dream is a cherished ambition, aspiration, or an idea. And it could be, you want to be a sailor, that could be someone's dream.
A sailor, I like the way you started there. A
It
sailor.
could be a football champion, it could be a musician, but it takes more than, it takes you to plan before your dream can come to pass. So, because a dream without a plan is just a mere wish. So however, for every dream, there's a process. There's a how to achieving every dream conceived. And this how is what we're going to be talking about this morning. There's a process to every dream.
Okay, so I think we should just start on that because of time. So how do we go about it? For instance, yes, you mentioned being a sailor or being an artist. What's the first thing I need to do?
First, you have to dream it.
Dream it. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Dream it as in conceive it in your heart and your mind. Now, believe in your dream.
Okay.
That's the second one. Then see it, tell it, plan it, and work it out. Now, I have to break it down. Believe it, dream it first of all. When it has to be conceived on the tablets of your heart and your mind.
Okay.
Once that's set today, you have to believe in your dream.
Okay.
If you don't believe in your dream, nobody will. And nobody has the capacity to believe in your dream more than you do. So the next one is to see it.
Okay, so you have to see your dream
You
coming
have to see
pass.
it coming true. Because
Okay.
I remember over 17 years ago, the things I saw in my dream are the things coming to pass these days.
Okay,
So you have to see there's power in vision. You need to see your dream. That's where the power of vision comes to play. You need to see it. Vision gives you the picture, gives you a picture of what what your dream is. You know, in my own definition of vision is. It defines where you're going, how you're going, and what to do to get to where you're going.
Okay.
So the next one is tell it. Most dreams die because the dreamers fail to say it.
Okay, so some people don't want to say it out because they feel somebody will steal it or something.
But there's someone you have to talk to. Because when you say it, it's as if you're giving it power to come to pass. There's
giving
power
it
of
life.
confession, life. There's power in confessing it. A friend was just reminding me a few months ago that I'd been talking about my dream over 17 years ago, and it came to pass.
Okay.
So when you say it, it gives you the power to come to pass.
All right.
Keep saying it.
Okay.
The next one is, planning.
Okay.
You need to plan your dream. Now, this planning aspect requires you to sit down. That nobody builds a house without first sitting down and count the cost of which kind of house you want, where you want the land, how you want the roof and stuff like that. You need to plan your dream, and that is where the hard work comes in. Because to start with, you can't achieve your dream without the courage. You need courage. You need determination, perseverance, and hard work to achieve your dream.
I have to pause there, but we were going to take a quick break and come back. This issue of, conceiving and believing in our dreams. We're going to talk a bit more about this after this quick break. Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, talking motivation this morning. Now, if you missed it earlier, we've been talking about achieving our dreams. Now we're on the planning aspect of this. So the effective planning when it comes to achieving our dreams. Let's talk a bit more about that.
Okay, so in the case of achieving your dreams, planning is the next one, and it requires you to sit down to count the cost of what your dream requires and give it all it takes, And for example, if someone wants to get a Camry car at the end of December for Christmas gift to his or herself, if it's 1.5 and your annual income is 2 million, you know that you have to start saving heavily. So you need to plan towards that. Every month you save heavily. So that's the planning aspect. Now I want to move to the working it out. That is where most people feel discouraged and almost drop down on their dreams. It takes a lot of hard work to make your dreams come true. You need to sit down in the place of preparation and work it out. For example, it may require you relocating to somewhere else. It may require you to go back to school. It may require you to get a new skill. The next level of your life will require a new you. You must be ready for some changes here and there in this very stage. And for example, if you want to get that same, I'm just using that as an example, like the car, you know that during this stage, you will give it all it takes. 1.5 is the car. Your annual income is 2 million. So that will require nothing less than 90% of you saving your monthly income. So it will deprive you of going to the movies at times.
You won't be able to get nice things. And
you forget the Gucci bags at the moment just because you want to save for your targeted dream, so to say. So this stage, you need to work it out. And I want to quickly say, for someone out there that has tried over and over in working out their dream and they failed, don't be discouraged. It takes a lot to get to your mountaintop. If you ask any successful person out there, they will tell you that story, that you walk from the valley to the mountaintop. But that walking is not always easy. There'll be a lot of discouragement here and there, but you have to be determined and persevere if you really want to get to your mountaintop.
It's interesting you should talk about the discouragement aspect, because there are probably a lot of people that are somewhere in the middle. They're somewhere between, dreaming it, somewhere between believing it and actually getting to plan it. So it feels like that planning stage is really, really tough.
It is.
So I have not that much left in the bank if I'm trying to get that car that you mentioned. And that means I'm going to sacrifice a lot. But meanwhile, this person is probably married. This person probably has other responsibilities. So it feels like you're shelving responsibilities for your dream. Do you have any message, a quick message for someone out there?
You may need to get extra income.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. If your income now cannot cover everything you have to do to achieve your dream, then you have to get extra income.
And find a way.
Find a way around it, and just stay focused. You see, when you stay focused to your dream, then you don't get discouraged. Even if you get discouraged, you have to see, no one is coming. No one is coming to even encourage you or to tell you, do this or that. You have to encourage yourself. You have to motivate yourself and set your mind to the fact that, okay, I want to get this done and nothing can stop me.
All right, then.
That's it.
So those dreams are achievable. It is possible. They can happen. It's just going to take a lot of hard work for us to get there. And some people are still trying to get there. I'm still trying to achieve my dreams as well.
You can.
But it's an interesting journey. And, it's great for you to have come and motivate us today.
Thank you.
We have so much more still in store on the show today. And I know that the show has this way of motivating people every single morning.
Yes,
when
true.
it comes to other aspects of our programming. We even have so many things we are trying to plan and achieve, but we also need help. So I want to talk about people helping you achieve your dreams as quickly as possible.
Okay.
What about bringing other people in? You didn't talk about partnerships. You didn't talk about networking. You didn't talk about, bringing other people in.
First, if you want to get your dream, if you want to achieve your dream, you need to start it on your own first. Okay. Because I've noticed that most people, if they don't see you doing something, they don't join you. Oh, but okay. I don't know. That's why it's good to have healthy relationships and people with like minds that could help you, in achieving your dreams. You don't even have business working with people that are not going in the same direction. And also, it's very important that you get mentors, people that have gone ahead of you, that can teach you, that can show you the rudiments of what you want to achieve. Also, they would give you ideas of where they failed and do not want you to fail in return. So that's where people comes in. Okay. So that's it.
All right, then. I have to say a big thank you to you once again for coming to the studio. We've had an amazing discussion so far. And if you missed it, don't worry. Just head over to our social media pages. We'll be having clips of it up very soon. Just look for us at TVC Connect with the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria. Now, eSplash is a show you do not want to miss. And it comes up every weekday from 12 noon. We have Jose in the building. He's with Mary to talk about the rebrand.
Yes, I like the way you called it, the rebrand, because indeed it's being rebranded. You know when you walk into an open space and your own space is always the best, and then one day you come in the morning and you see this other space and you're like, what's going on here? That's what happened. So from 6 a.m. Every weekday, of course, TVC is where you want to be. And at the best of times, you have a TVC showing you eSplash. That is the lunchtime entertainment show that used to be 1 hour. There's been a lot of rebranding, as Titi said, and the show recently got bigger and better. And we have Jose, one of the hosts from that amazing show, to tell us all about that and what they have for viewers with the rebranding. So besides the new sets, which everybody is going green with envy over, what's up with eSplash?
What's good? What's really good? Yeah, it's the rebranded eSplash. New sets, new shows, most definitely. And of course, eSplash has been a show that has been ranked #1 daytime live TV show. Yeah. Yes, we got bragging rights like that. So we've been doing it. So we just decided to just push it to us and give more excitement to people. More different shows, fashion, entertainment news, music. And of course, it's the only show that you can interact with your
Okay, so let's take it step by step. So I heard you say fashion. Fashion wasn't part of his splash before. Besides the fact that, of course, you see the ladies, especially when you're like
looking fly.
But fashion.
Yeah, it was, but now we're stretching it because we have a whole lot of time now to go in depth into fashion, and of course we have fashionistas on the show. Yeah. Talking about Rika, talking about Amanda, people that like fashion. So we decided to just bring in fashion and more stuff into the show.
Okay, so when you talk fashion, just upbeat fashion, like what's latest?
Fashion police.
Fashion, you guys have fashion police?
Yeah. Why am I giving you guys?
Is it every day?
Just watch the show. Just watch the show.
No.
You never can tell.
I'm really interested in that one. Is it every day?
Not every day.
So it won't tell you what day, but you should look out for it. Fashion police is usually exciting.
Definitely.
Is that the only thing on fashion you're doing?
For now, yeah. More stuff. What you guys just need to do is tune in 12 p.m. to 2 every weekday. Trust me, you guys will enjoy what you watch.
So someone says, I have this brand of Zobo, and then you don't give me a taste of it. What are you talking about? How can you just say, watch, I should just buy it? I need to have a taste.
The taste you need to do is just watch a little bit, and you'll be glued. Then we'll give you the full Zobo. How about that?
OJ, you're not going to get me with that one. You're not going to get me with that one. So a lot of work has gone into this, a lot of planning and all. Checking out your set, it looks really good.
Amazing.
So how do you guys manage all of that? We know, of course, the Wake Up Nigeria sets. We have our charts like this. What is this guy doing?
Have you seen the Entertainment Splash sets?
Excuse me.
Okay.
See, you wouldn't be invited to the kitchen this morning.
So, yeah, I'm sorry. Very sorry.
I need you to prostrate, but we'll do that afterwards. Check out the set. See it on your TV right now. Oh my gosh, the sofa is lovely. Oh my. Just take a look at that. And you guys are glowing.
Yeah, and we had to make the set colorful compared to the one that we had before.
Yes,
Just
I love the
pink,
purple thing.
The pink chair. So now it's colorful. We have 3 different sets. We have the snacks bar area. We have the couch itself. Then we have the staircase. When we have celebrity, they can just come down.
Yeah, all
and
the
just,
gang.
like,
They just want to show them.
It's a whole lot.
It's a whole lot. We don't have staircase, but we have doors as well. So you can come in.
Can I pass this door now?
Yes, you can go. So for you guys have actually been like tops when it comes to daytime TV, as you said, in the afternoon. So the show now starts from 12 on like the 1 p.m. before. So it's 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., right? Yeah. And I'm sure you guys are still going to be holding it down on that belt. It's been like the biggest show on TV for a very long time.
Definitely will. More content. You guys should just keep it locked. Infuse more different show segments into it that people will be excited about. And like I said, it's the only show you can call in and interact with the people hosting the show. So that's amazing. Honestly.
I like food. I heard snack
bar. Don't worry, we're working on it. Coming soon.
What is the snack bar about?
Don't worry, coming soon.
So it's time for me to launch my music career so that I can be a guest on Splash and hopefully get.
Will you blow? No, sorry.
You know you've been misbehaving since. You don't try me. Okay. I don't want to blow. I'm not an explosive.
Don't drop anything. Don't bother, Mary.
All right. So OJ, you've got OJ yourself on the show. You've got Amanda. You've got. Harry Ike, you've got Honeypot. Hey, Honeypot.
And of course, Foladele.
And of course, Foladele.
And Ibukun somewhere doing all the madness on the streets.
Yes, I see Ibukun on the streets every time, going out to do the vox pops and all. Your show is really interesting.
It's a whole lot. It's 2 hours.
I was planning to be haughty about it, like.
No, you can't hate us. You can't hate us.
It's fine. I try to watch it sometimes. It's all right.
Yeah, right.
It's fun. And I love the new set. I've said that before. It's the truth. Like, I really love the new set. That's why I was asking you about how you guys are actually maximizing it. Yeah. So you have the snack bar. You have
the couch area. Then we have a part near the TV. So we're just using all of this space. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot that we're trying to use, and we'll definitely make use of everything. Because it's our sets. Okay. We had to.
So now, earlier I was asking you about the segments. Okay. You said fashion police. And you're refusing to give details. OJ, give me details now, please. Especially for someone who has never watched it before.
This is it. We have events happening in Nigeria and, of course, outside Nigeria.
Yes.
So we get a fashion blogger into the show. Okay. And, of course, doing this with our fashionistas in-house. And we critique.
But that's only for the fashion police. What about the other segments?
We have entertainment news, which is like a regular celebrity gossip, celebrity interviews in the studio and even outside the studio. Okay. We go for events also, all the top-notch events happening in Lagos and even outside Lagos. Yes, we got the bragging rights. We'll get everything covered for you guys, for your viewing pleasure, definitely.
Yeah. So, checking out your, stuff about your show, I saw R. Kelly. When are we having R. Kelly on the show?
R. Kelly coming soon. It's not granting interviews.
Oh, that's on the pot on the screen right now. Oh, yeah. So we are seeing their set. Their set is okay. It's
not okay.
Oh my God, the set is fine. It's okay.
It's like the best.
Can they hear me? They can't hear me. Man, your set is on point. Which area is this one? Which area is this one?
This is the snack bar area, which we're still working on. Drinks, snacks.
Oh my. That's Ari Ike speaking.
Yes, and this is the Tweetville segment where we check out funny tweets online.
Okay.
And it's a segment people really love too because we just bring all the humor and savagery happening in social media.
That's truly the Nollywood I am married gown. The moment you see that gown, you just know it has to do with a married woman. The pretty Stella Damasos. Okay, so nobody heard me the other time. As I said, your set is all right. It's regular. It's cool.
No, it's not. It's not regular. It's not all right.
Nobody heard me. Did you hear me saying it was really nice?
We know that your fam's in us, but it's all right. It's all
you wish. All right. The show goes on. Yes, it's about time to have some more conversations, but you need to stay with us. It's Wake Up Nigeria. Thank you, OJ.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome back. Now, Ecobank Pay is the new innovative cashless, cardless, and contactless mobile payment solution that has been customized to support retail expansion strategy by Ecobank. And to talk to us more about this technology, it's sort of like technology meets banking solution to real-life problems. I have Dolapo Shotunde, who is presently a branch manager at Ecobank, and of course, Adebayo Kejawa, who's the cash sales manager at Ecobank. And they're talking to us about Ecobank Pay. All right, so Adebayo.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning, guys. I mean, it's Monday, and lots of people in business, and they're always looking for solutions to different challenges that they have with payment solutions. So talk to us about Ecobank Pay.
Ecobank Pay, just as you said, is our new innovative product. It's a cashless, it's a cardless, and it's a contactless mobile payment solution for consumers to use at merchant locations all over Nigeria and even all over Africa. It's based or it leverages on mobile phone technology, whereby you can use your phone either to do a scan and pay, whereby you just have the QR code, and then you just, remember QR code is like a barcode.
Yes.
What you used to use those days when you had your BlackBerry and all that. So you just snap it with your phone, and all the details of the merchant pops up, and you can input the amount you're paying, and then you press transfer, and the money goes. Or you could use a short code for Ecobank customers, *326*, the terminal ID or merchant ID, and you input your amount, and you do a hash for the payment to go. So it's something new in the market. It's something that Ecobank is pushing. We want to lead the conversation in terms of digital payment all over Africa. So it's something we've brought to Nigeria, and we've been pushing it out in the last couple of months, and it's something that is working for our customers.
I like the concept of cardless, contactless. So it's almost like all you need is your mobile device in order for you to be able to connect to somebody else, either make payments or buy things.
Yeah.
That's basically what you're saying. So you don't require cash, and you don't require using a debit or a credit card.
In today's world, everybody goes about with their phones. People might forget their wallets, they might forget their cards, but they are always with their phones. Either they are doing something on a chat group or receiving calls or sending SMS, but they are always with their phones. And basically, we want to leverage on this to say that, look, because you're always with your phones and you're going places, and if you ever need to make a payment, you can use that phone to make payments. So that's the message. With your phones, you can make payments, digital payments, anywhere in Nigeria at Ecobank merchant locations.
Now, Dolapo, talk to us about how this works. Adebayo has already talked about the QR code concept, and of course, this will be a bit strange to a lot of people, especially people who have never used it before. I walk to a merchant, and then you start asking me QR code, and everything can be a bit confusing. So, talk to us a little bit about how this works.
A live example, we could, once the customer walks into a retail outlet, all you need to do is to use your phone to snap a barcode, something like this.
Right, okay.
So you use your phone, you snap the barcode, the customer's name, the merchant's name comes out. You just key in the amount you want to pay, and you put your PIN, and that's it. You get an alert, a debit alert, the merchant gets a credit alert. Then if you don't have an Android, you could also have the small phone. We could, apart from the QR, you can use the USSD. Now with the USSD, all you need to do is to dial the code, *326*6. The terminal ID, there's always a unique terminal ID attached to every merchant.
Right.
And the amount you want to pay, and that's it. It debits you, it credits the merchant.
So when I walk into a store, like all of this can go, do I need to have an Ecobank account for this to happen?
You don't need to have an Ecobank account. All banks have mobile apps, and you could pay through any mobile app solution. That's for all banks. So once you key in the bank's unique code, that's for Ecobank customers, *326. For other bank customers, you could key in *402, the terminal ID, and the amount, and that's it. It debits that bank account, any bank account, and it credits a merchant immediately.
Now, Bayo, how do I know if I'm a merchant, for instance? Somebody has come in, maybe I have the Ecobank Pay, and I've set up as a merchant, right? So, and somebody has come to pay for goods. How do I know that after this person has told me that, okay, I've done everything they said I should do, I've snapped the QR code, you have been paid? As a merchant, how do I know that I've been paid?
Well, first of all, you'll get an SMS alert. You'll be notified that that payment has gone through. You either get it through an SMS or you get an email. Also, we've gone further for those customers that have a lot of traffic in their retail outlet to build a merchant application on their phone or on the internet, whereby they can log in and immediately payments are coming, they see it live on their phones or live on the internet. It comes, it's a push notification. So you see that, oh, this person has paid, and you can cross-check and you know that those payments have gone through. And because it's a push notification, you don't have any problems in terms of dispute resolutions, because basically there is little or no dispute. You're not going to have a problem of, oh, the network has failed, oh, an error, no.
Yeah, because, I mean, with a lot of the POS transactions that we see nowadays, you're trying to buy petrol, your heart is beating as they're putting the petrol, and you know, they're asking you to enter your PIN, and you are praying to God that the transaction goes in, and if it doesn't, you're now running helter-skelter looking for an ATM to withdraw cash. And so it's you know, the cashless policy is a bit difficult in some particular instances, but now you're saying that this is a solution that can make it quicker.
Yes, it is. It's quicker. It's more convenient. Right. It's easier.
Okay, so talk to us. There are certain merchants, especially people who have maybe they've been successful in a particular area for a long time. They've been doing this for 20 years, 25 years. And they say, look, I prefer cash. When I can see my money with my own eyes, I'm happier. You know, how is this better than cash payments, Dolapo?
When it comes to cash, there are a lot of costs that you need, that there are a lot of costs when it comes to processing cash. You think of taking it to the bank or moving, anything that has to do with cash has its own attendant costs. But when it comes to Ecobank Pay, it's like cash in your bank account. So it's immediate. Unlike a POS that you get the credit the next day, you can get an alert that same day, but you get the credit the next day. But when it comes to Ecobank Pay, it's easier because it eradicates the cost of processing cash.
Right. And the risks associated with cash, because there's a lot of pilfering, it can be stolen, it can get missing or lost or whatever. So with Ecobank Pay, it's instant. You get instant credit into your account, and that makes your turnover quicker, because already the money is there and you can use it for another transaction. Of course, you're
saving money from charges and other things like that.
There's really no charge in it.
Well, very quickly now, we have to round off, but how do I download this? How do I participate in this as a merchant or as an individual? Do I design an app I need to download, or do I just walk into an Ecobank branch and get this?
Okay, you just walk into an Ecobank branch, you ask for Ecobank Pay, you'll be given the forms, you fill it, or you could go to the social media. We have our chat box called Rafiki. That's Facebook Messenger. You can have a chat with Rafiki. It will help you generate the QR. You can also, of course, on the various social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Instagram and Twitter, it's at Ecobank_Nigeria. Our website is www.ecobank.com. You can contact us through our email address, that's engcontactcenter@ecobank.com. Of course, we have telephone lines which are open 24 hours a day. That's 0700 500 0000.
Wow, thank you so much, Adebayo, and also Dolapo for joining us from Ecobank.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day, and we've been doing this for 2 hours already.
Yes,
we started at 6 a.m. and we're still here, bringing you the very best of breakfast.
Yes, of course, on TV. Now, we're glad to be here with you, and joining us is one good decision you made this morning. Now, we're really, really glad for it. Seriously, there's no better way to kickstart your morning, and this is a brand new week. So, you know, refresh your week with us.
It's the third hour of the show, and of course, we'll bring you lots of stuff left for the next 45 minutes. My name is Yomi Obe.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinsong. You can also download our mobile app right now on the Play Store and the Apple iStore. Please watch us anywhere across the world. I mean, absolutely anywhere you can reach us, and you can have us in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, all right, let's check out this. Now, still to come on the show, Aya Shafela will be joining us for more clarification on the different types of engine oil that are suitable for your cars. Don't just buy them off the street or in that little
plastic
bottle. those are for generators, not for your car. If you love your car, don't do that. And of course, very, very important. She's going to be talking to us about that.
Joining us for our SME series this month is Titilayo Adekola. Now, she's the CEO of Postbag NG.
So it's a business Monday.
Yes, it is.
And you're all business-like.
Yeah, well, hey, I decided to,
look like you're ready for some action.
To trim it down,
Yeah, that's how it should be.
But
That's how it should be. Business.
I think there is something happening in the kitchen. Mary has been all busy in the kitchen.
In fact, they've been, oh my goodness.
Like, goodness me, good morning.
Chef Tina.
Morning, Chef Tina.
Chef Tina was in Monday traffic, obviously.
Yes, she was obviously held up in Monday traffic, but it's awesome to have her here. We've been really busy trying to make up for time. So as you can see, the spread is ready. We are making carrot cake.
Yeah, we're making
Tell us
carrot
about
cake.
it.
This is one of my best cake. I love carrots a lot. So I just have my sugar here. I have my carrot already grated, and I have my flour. I have the baking powder, cinnamon, butter, and I'm going to use vegetable oil. We don't use butter for carrot cake. So this is all I have.
With the eggs as well.
Yeah, I have my egg, and my pan is already greased.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go straight.
Okay. All right, so what's the first thing we're doing? We're pouring in oil.
Yes.
Now, the reason this is like this is because we had to have an early start, okay? So we could make up for lost time. So we're going to show you the process so you don't miss anything at all. Yeah, so that's a lot of oil. Carrot cake takes a lot of oil?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have my oil.
Okay.
We just go.
So the oil first?
Yes.
What goes
then
in
the
next?
next thing that goes in is my sugar.
Sugar.
You can actually use dates.
Instead of sugar?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You
So
actually use
this
dates.
recipe doesn't really require sugar. You can use
It doesn't, yeah. It doesn't require sugar.
Of course, you can always alternate with brown sugar. That's
yes.
fine. Okay.
But I think I prefer dates.
Dates.
Yeah, so I just have this. And one good thing about this cake, you don't have to, mix and maybe your cream becomes fluffy before you do anything.
Okay.
It just goes straight. And the next thing I'm going to add now is my
The eggs.
egg.
Okay, okay, okay.
I have my eggs in here.
Okay. You can beat the eggs, that's an option.
You can
So
beat.
it's not really important that you put the eggs in raw, just like that.
You can. So the next thing that goes in, I'm just going to put all my dry ingredients together. That is my baking powder.
As well as the cinnamon. Fantastic.
So I have it.
This looks like a very easy cake to make.
Very easy cake. When I have that feel of eating cake, I just go
For
straight.
carrot cake.
Yeah.
Very easy, very smooth and fast as well. Okay. So that goes right in. It's almost all ready.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the carrots,
The
right?
carrot goes next.
Okay. So the carrots go in, and then we pour it into our pan. And it's
Straight
in
to
the
the
oven. Yummy.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like carrot cake?
I do.
It's time,
it.
however, for us to move on. This time for the news update. You thought we weren't going to do that, right?
It's a sunny Monday morning, so you're going to have to permit me and Ayo if we squint because it's a very bright and lovely morning. How you doing, Ayo?
Hi, good
Good
morning.
morning. You're welcome. Okay, so today on Automedics, we're still looking at the oil system, right?
The engine oil, yeah?
Engine oil, part 2. So today we're looking at how to identify the specification of oil
That
for
is
your car.
meant for your car.
That's meant for your car. Okay, so what kind of car is this first? So this one we're talking about here. This is a, what model?
This
what
is
year?
a Toyota. This is a Toyota Corolla.
Okay.
Now, we have, okay, let me put it like this.
Okay.
Every car has different oil specification.
Every single
car has a different oil specification.
Okay, that's every model.
Every model.
Not every make. Every model of a
Every
make.
model has a
Okay.
different oil specification. Now,
Okay.
gone are the days when you could just drive into a gas station and they just pour oil into your car. You don't know what kind of oil is going in. You don't know what it's made up of or anything. Now, modern cars will come with the specification written here. Now, I'm
Okay.
going to try and lose this out.
Okay.
That's a little bit stiff.
It's stiff, eh?
I got it out.
Yeah, Osman. Okay.
Now, this is the engine oil filler cap.
Okay.
And you can see it's written there,
SAE.
SAE 0W20.
Oh, okay.
This is what is recommended for this car. Manufacturers would take their time to put it there. so you don't make a mistake.
Do we know what the SAE and
now I'm
all
about
that,
to break that. I'm about to break that down. Now the 0W20 is a code.
Okay.
What it actually means is you have 0W on one side and you have 20 on the other side.
Okay.
The W there stands for winter.
Winter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the 0 and the 20 are actually viscosity figures.
But we don't have winter in this country. Actually, this is not part of us to make cars to do anyhow.
No. The 0 and the 20 are figures standing for the viscosity of the oil, which is how thick or how light the oil is.
True.
Now, this kind of specification tells you this is a multi-grade oil. It can work on either side. The 0W tells you that it has a viscosity of 0 in winter, which means it doesn't become thick, unlike the belief that when your oil is in the cold region, it will freeze up and things like that. It doesn't happen.
So it can't happen here because we don't even have anything close to winter. So the coldest,
even our Hamatan is
our Hamatan is not even cold. Okay, so we're saying that we're safe. This W shows that anything under we're safe.
We are very safe with it. And then for the 20, it tells you in any kind of hot region, the oil will not get to a viscosity more than 20, which means it doesn't become too light.
Wait, this hot sun that has been in Lagos this past
this is not as hot as the desert.
So how is desert heat? With this?
I'm sweating, but it's not as hot as the desert.
Okay, so we're saying that that 20 shows that no matter the heat that you might, it won't get that light.
It won't get too light that I won't be able to lubricate the engine anymore.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So it's on the cap here. It's on the cap here, so you can't miss it.
You can't miss it.
Can't miss
the
it.
SAE is the Society of Automotive Engineers. That is a foreign body that
so if you never knew what SAE means now, again,
Society of Automotive Engineers.
All right.
Now, 0W20 is not the only specification you find on cars.
Okay.
We have 20W50, we have 0W30, 0W40, we have 5W20, 5W30, 5W40, depending on the kind of car.
So I see that I have the letter after the numerals.
No, you can't have the letter after the numerals. It has to be a 5W20.
So that means that the oil is safe. Because I've seen 40E. I've seen some letters.
Now, what you will see is SA40, SA30, SA20. Those ones are monograde oils.
Okay.
They can't work in different conditions. They only work in hot regions. So you see SA40, SA50, and they are very, very thick oils. Those are generator oils. Very, very thick oils. They are not good for your car.
Normally you use a lighter oil for your engine than the one you use on your
generators
set.
And even some motorbikes and things like that. Oils are always thicker than what you use in the car.
Perchance you use a thick oil, right? Perchance. Let's just say you use a thick oil.
Okay.
What could happen to your engine?
You could actually knock the engine. Reason being that, with the thick oil. Reason being that the kind of engines that are built nowadays are what we call precision engines. The space between two moving parts is very, very small.
Okay.
So if the oil is too thick, it finds it difficult to pass through and lubricate properly. So you find that if you start up the engine with a very thick oil, you have a lot of noise at the top area for a long time before the oil can finally force itself to get to that area.
So we're saying that you can self-diagnose with some kind of noises in the car.
You can self-diagnose with some kind of noise.
Like you said, now what happens is that the noise, if you're using a thicker oil, the noise of the engine will become a little bit.
You will have a lot of noise, kind of noise at the top here for a little while. Then when the oil is able to circulate to the top, it finally just dies down. So if you start your car in the morning and you hear that kind of tapping sound, and after like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it dies down, just know that is either you're using the wrong kind of oil or your oil pump is bad, but it has to do with the engine oil.
Would you have to drain the oil in that situation?
It depends on how bad the damage is.
Okay. All right. So preventive. So just always ensure that whatever.
Just always check here.
Just always ensure that you check, and that is it. Okay. So and then now we talk about heavier oil. What if it's a lighter oil?
Now, if it's a lighter oil, it depends on how light it is. Like if this is a 0W20, this is the lowest grade you can go on a car.
Oh, this is the lowest.
Yeah, this is the lowest. You can't get anything lower. There's no 0W10 or 0W5. 0W20 is the lowest. Now, if you put a oil that's too light in the engine, you also run the risk of damaging the engine. But the damaging you will be doing in this case is that the oil cannot hold on the body, on the surface of the metals. So it's also wear and tear, which is why I always advise car owners, stick to what is specified for the car. Now, if you're somebody that has been using a 20W50 in a car, which is very, very thick oil, and you've had a lot of wear and tear, and then you now hear this program and decide you want to go and put the correct oil, you can knock that engine. Because there was already wear and tear in the engine from using the 20W50. So if you go and change the right specification now, you can actually damage
Wow,
the
wow,
engine.
why?
That's why you're not supposed to do this by yourself. Go to your mechanic. He will be able to look at it and tell you, okay, you'll be using this oil for too long.
But then
stick to this kind of oil.
But then incompetence is also a factor here, because we have a lot of, that's where you also come in.
Exactly.
We have a lot of roadside mechanics who actually don't even know this.
Exactly. I've actually had an argument with one before over the fact that the owner just bought a car. It was a 2015 Toyota Camry, and he was going to pour in a 20W50 into the car, which is very thick. And I was like, that's not the correct oil. He said, how does that concern me that the owner is going to pay him for his job and is going to drive his car? Now, the car was using a 0W30, and he was going to put in a 20W50, which is like miles apart. Now, at first, you will not notice any damage, but subsequently, first service, second service, third service, you start damaging your engine.
So some of you there now that you've seen some kind of issues with your car, when your engine is just be standing anyhow on your own now. Now we know that it's I don't know, intentional sabotage or whatever. Intentional sabotage. This is what happens. Intentional sabotage. That is a very, very, very major part. Thank you so much, Ayo. This is quite an expository time with you. It's always people look forward to automedics. Thank you very much. And are we still going on all the next time, or we'll have something else to do?
Yeah, we're still going to look at oil.
Thank you very much, Ayo. All right, it's welcome back. I hope you're able to learn something with your car. You're able to do something, know how to ensure that you're using the right things. Most of the time, the specification is written on the cap, and so you can get the right thing to do. All right, let's head back into the studio. We have our SME series coming right up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Learning a lot about oils and what oils to use and not to use.
There's just sometimes you just don't even know that there are things you don't know. Big shout out to Ayo Shofela for bringing us that.
All right, so every single Monday we try to bring you a feature and SME talking about what they do, how they do it, and how they survive in Nigeria. And this week we're going the route of courier services and logistics. We have Titilayo Adekola, who is the managing director of Tiley Soil. I hope I'm getting it right. Tiley Oil and Gas Services, right?
Yeah.
Tiley, is it Tiley or Tiley?
Tilly's.
Oh, Tiley's Oil and Gas Services.
Yeah, of course. And she's also the CEO of Postbag Express Delivery Service. And she's here to talk about what it takes to have the title of CEO and run a courier service in Nigeria and still have a smile on your face like this.
Yeah, and still manage to, look all right, look sharp on a Monday morning.
Thank you.
Everybody knows the challenges of running a company in Nigeria, not to talk of a company that is a service delivery company, which means that anyone who is engaging you is looking at his time and saying, okay, what time are they going to get there, and all of that. So just take us back about how this whole thing started for you.
Okay, Postback started from friends sitting down and thinking, strategizing, trying to see, okay, what more can we do? Because coming from the background of oil and gas, into sales and distribution of petroleum products in Nigeria. We do vessel hiring. And when it came to last year, when the economy was going back and forth, and we thought, okay, what more can we do? What more can we do? That's how Postback started. And we said, okay, we're into logistics already. We do all age of trucking, that's trucking out products. So we now said, okay, let's start something. We started with Postbag and that's services, and Postbag started from trying to help out SMEs, online businesses, providing a service that is reasonably priced, not too expensive, and it's on time, timely delivery. Postbag started from, when we realized that in Lagos, everybody's so busy, people that are selling things, rather than them, stressing themselves, they should make the sale, we'll do the delivery. That's how we started Postbag. So we actually help SMEs, online businesses, to do their deliveries, on-time deliveries, and to make sure that the goods, it's the same condition which was picked up and it was delivered.
Okay, so that's kind of a very tight blueprint. So you had a plan for Postbag, But you're making it sound easy. I know it couldn't have been easy to achieve that, making it affordable, making sure the packages get to the, the destination intact and on time. So what are the challenges you had with making that happen?
Well, first of all was getting dispatch riders, reliable dispatch riders. Those are they're the make and break of the business. And another thing is getting the reliable bikes.
Oh, wow.
Because to be honest, it costs a lot in just running those bikes. And another thing was making sure that you kept your customers, keeping your customers, in check and making sure that we're doing the right thing at the right time. So we're always trying to innovate ourselves. Okay, how do we do this better? How do we do this better? Oh, we made this mistake here. Oh, how do we get better at it? So at Postbag, what we decided to be customer focused. We're so customer centered. And at the end of the day, we look at each customer as a different individual. Their needs are different. For example, those ones who sell food, their needs are different. They need someone to pick up and deliver on time.
Probably within the hour
Within 3 to 2 hours, you should be done with their deliveries. And so that means we have to make sure that we have people who know Lagos very well and they can deliver on time and they will not mess up their business.
All right, now, Titi, I have to stop you there. We will be back with Titi, the CEO of Postbag Courier Services in Nigeria.
It's weird when you say Titi. Welcome back. Wake Up Nigeria continues. Right now we have, for our SME series here, Titi Layo Adekola on the couch. Both of us.
And of course, she's talking to us about, the business that she started some time back. And talk to us about the day-to-day running of your business. I know it's one of, for SMEs and growing businesses, it's one of the biggest challenges. You've talked to us about logistics and the riders themselves. Now, these are even people that are on the outside. Now, on the inside, the day-to-day running of your business, administration, operations, accounts, how do you ensure that all these things work together to make your company effective and productive at the end of the day?
Okay, what we do at Postbag is this. We start very early. And we have a team of coordinators, riders, operations, marketing, accounts. So we work as a team. We don't work as individuals in Postbag. Everybody puts in their effort into it. Even the riders give us suggestions sometimes and like, okay, let's do it this way, let's do it this way. Oh, the customers are saying this. That's how we work at Postbag. And when we start, because we are customer-centered, we want to make sure that all our customers are satisfied. We try to make all our customers they're satisfied. And for doing that, we have a wonderful team that they go beyond the job itself. My team, we consist of 8 to 9 people for now. And we just started, last year, and we're growing. We're growing. And now we're starting up blue shops.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're starting up blue shops.
In
different locations in Lagos, whereby people can come in, you can walk in and actually do a drop-off, and we do your delivery for you. Or you can just, call in to make sure your job is done on time.
So that actually probably makes your job a little bit easier if people are doing drop-offs as opposed to you going to pick and then drop off.
Yes, but the vision and the mission of the business is pick up and drop off. Okay. We pick up, we drop off on time within the day.
I would love to know how you mentioned the bikes and then the staff. This cannot come, cheap. I'm wondering how you were able to raise capital for this without breaking, the bank. How many bikes did you start with and the like?
When we started, we actually started with 2 bikes.
Oh wow, just 2? We
just started with 2 bikes.
Okay.
And getting funding is a daunting affair in Nigeria. You go to the banks, they're not really willing to do anything, And but Lagos State government, they started a program for SMEs, so you can still get funding from them, but it's a process. You have to be patient. But if you're not patient, or another thing you can do is just speak to people, family and friends. If you're lucky enough to have family and friends to help you out, yes. Or like we did, we just had to have a JV.
Okay.
You know, so at the end of the day, we're working together. We have the same vision. We want to expand more than we have. Because, you know, if you look at it now, Postbag started with 2 bikes, and now we've expanded, and we are getting better by the day.
How many bikes do you have now?
At the moment, we have 8 bikes, but we're increasing. Like this month, we're buying more bikes, and we're opening 2 blue shops.
Well, I wanted to ask about, you know, there are people who are watching now and they're, you know, trying to go into business, into joint ventures and things like that. I know you've talked about a few things about how you started the courier business specifically, getting 2 bikes, starting small and then growing. But for people who want to expand their own business, beyond the courier business, it doesn't have to be a courier business. You talked about joint ventures. You talked about taking one step at a time and then expanding your team and all of that. How do you, for a small business, how do you, at what point do you decide that, okay, it's time to expand, it's time to take it to the next level, it's time to go into a joint venture? Because those things can be a bit tricky.
Yes, by the time the pressure comes, you would know. You know, when you realize that you don't have a life anymore. I do Monday to Saturday. I work back to back. But when you realize that you need to expand is when you see that the numbers are increasing, the demands are increasing, and you need to make sure you satisfy all your customers, and you need to make sure that your brand, which is Postbag is a brand itself, you need to make sure the brand is the same light it's always been. Because at the end of the day, if you mess up, there's a next person that's opened a business the next day. Every day there's somebody starting up a logistics company. But you want to keep on, like in the next 5 years, you're moving from just bike deliveries, you're into van deliveries, which is what we intend to do. You're looking into the likes of opening blue shops outside Africa, just not Nigeria, you know. So that is our plan. So when we realized that it was time for us to, you know, go into a JV, we said, okay, now it's time for us to start up with our app, because we're actually starting up an app so where we can just do like Uber pick up and drop off as well. So that's one thing we intend to do. So we're working on so many things to be done, because at the end of the day, we want to come next year, come at the end of this year, we'll see that everywhere you go to, you have a blue shop. You can see anywhere you see a blue shop, you know, that's Postbag.
I'm hoping, you know, okay, so this is a really tough question to ask some people. Have you been able to break even? So when it comes to finances, balancing your books, have you actually been able to make considerable profit? It does seem like a very expensive business to run and maintain, but what can you tell us?
Well, it's a daunting business. It's very expensive. Yeah.
You've broken even?
We broke even after the 6 months.
The 6th month?
Yes.
Wow, thankfully.
So it's
Very
not
excellent,
staying
yeah.
alone. You know, well, that's the reason why we want to get more fleets, go into the van deliveries, you know, be able to synergize with other people. Like I was saying earlier, for you to get better, you need other people as well. You can't do it on your own. That's where we have a relationship with other courier businesses. You know, when you cannot do it, give it to the next person so that the business goes on.
Continues to
rather
go on,
than
yeah.
you just holding it to yourself. No, you know, like our London delivery now, we actually work with another firm to do our London delivery. So at the end of the day, within 4 or 5 days, your package is in London at a discounted rate. which is
because your focus really, and which is what makes us happy on this show, is that your focus, the focus of your business, is also all the small businesses.
Yes.
So people who own Instagram shops,
Yeah.
Instagram shop, I sell shoes or I sell bags,
Yeah.
or I sell hair, whatever, and you just need somebody to deliver it quickly. And doesn't significantly add to the cost of your products, which is what you do, and which is why we're happy that you're doing this. And well done.
Really, well done.
Thank you.
Now, we don't need to send a courier out for our cake this morning. All we have to do is walk there to the kitchen.
I hope that cake is ready.
Yes, so Chef Tina has been hard at work.
Yeah, she's been hard at work.
Yeah.
Please join us in the kitchen.
Yeah, let's go. All right.
No. Yomi is bringing two
TT.
Two TT lions.
There's only one TT we need here.
2 TT lions.
There's only one TT we need here.
If we have to leave one TT behind, which one do we
You know which one now.
I know what Mike would say. All right, so you're welcome to the kitchen, Titi Layo. I'm not talking about you.
Wow,
We have Chef Tina in the studio today, and she made today's breakfast. Carrot cake. Tell us about
carrot
this.
cake.
And iced tea.
Very easy. We have our flour, our sugar, our baking powder, our vegetable oil. You can actually use healthy oil like coconut oil or corn oil. Then we also have our eggs in here and cinnamon. Cinnamon actually made it a little bit dark.
I can actually smell the cinnamon.
So that's all we have here. Then I just glaze it with cream and icing sugar.
Nice.
That's the glaze.
Hope you're not watching your weight already.
Please.
Please have a taste.
Then
while
this
she's
is our
doing that,
iced tea.
Yes, iced tea right there.
While you're getting ready to taste the cake, we have to start rounding off the show this morning.
Oh, that looks and smells amazing. The
Yes,
whole
it
studio
does.
is
Yes,
just
it does.
smelling
Yes, it
cake.
does. Yes, it does.
On a Monday, it's a great way for us to wrap up the show.
We have been sufficiently motivated. Big thank you to our friends over at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories on the show.
And of course, a big shout out to Fola at Fola's Place for the amazing hairstyling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Well done, Chef Tina.
Thank you so very much.
And Titi Layo, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, I thought you were thanking me. You never thank me. Like, you never thank me for doing this.
Oh my
So
God.
this is an opportunity for me to record that
Mike,
thank you
what are you
and use it once in a while.
Do you realize that?
All right, so Mike doesn't know what to do with those instruments. Please don't let him
We
cut the
do
cake
have
with
to go
that.
now. We'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday, on the show. Don't forget. Say bye-bye, everybody.
6 a.m., y'all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Mike.